So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the two worst teams in baseball and I'm going to rebuild them at the same time, try to make a matchup in the World Series and see what we can do with them. I'm going to give myself a 3-year window so that way we're not here for the next 47 years trying to figure out how we're going to make these teams good. But we're going to try to do it as quickly as possible. So I hope you do enjoy it. Of course, if you do, hit that thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoyed the content. And of course, in the comments section, let me know what video you want to see next. Come up with some good ideas. I'll maybe pick one for the next video. All right, so two worst teams in baseball. I'm going to go off of what the records were, like literally the two worst teams in baseball, and that was the Diamondbacks and the Orioles. So we're gonna rock with them for today. So contracts are actually gonna be on, which is a little bit of a worry, but everything else we'll just have the DH be on, and then we'll turn the extra inning rule off. So regular season, I gotta see now what the GM goals are, because the postseason by the end of 2023. So that means like this year, I wasn't gonna count this year, but now I kind of need to because I might get fired. That kind of throws a little bit of a wrench in my plans. Okay, so we know this. You know what? We're still gonna try to turn it around in 2022, 2023. So let's sim this year. Let's get to the off season, and then let's just go from there. That's probably still the best way to do it. All right, let's start this in the offseason like I wanted to. I'll show you who I drafted for the Orioles. You've got B potential for a closer. He looks decent. He looks all right. The big one that I thought was going to be better was him and Paul Jarrett. But he's got really good hitting stats. Like, he probably could help us out immediately. It's just the fielding's really bad. So he's definitely just going to be a DH. He's also got speed too, which is interesting. But he actually doesn't look terrible. And then when I show you the signings or the draft picks for the Diamondbacks, he looks pretty good hitting wise. He just won't develop too much more. We've got Dutton, who looks like a really good reliever, who's probably going to help us out, not this season but probably next. And then also we got Marvin Lester. So it went a little bit better for the Diamondbacks, but overall not too bad. So as you can see, we've got a lot of money to play with for both teams. Around 60 mil for the Orioles, around 70 mil for the Diamondbacks. And when you look at the team, we'll start with the Orioles since they're in the AL. Pitching is a big thing. You know, the bullpen, there's some okay arms, but yeah, starters, we definitely need it. And then the lineup, you know, I like Urias, obviously I like Cedric Mullins. Mountcastle should turn things around, hopefully. Trey Mancini should be good for at least another season or two. Santander I'm probably going to get rid of. We could probably just throw like DJ Stewart in the DH spot. And then realistically, I kind of need to fill out what? Second base is a little bit of a question mark right now. We need a third baseman and just a little bit more offense and some starting pitching. So let's get through them really quickly. So starting pitching, of course, it's just really bad. I also need it for the Diamondbacks also. So it's going to be an interesting one on how we attack that. Catcher with Rutschman, we'll rock with him. First base, we do have Mancini. Second base, I wouldn't mind picking up somebody, but like I'll pick up this guy. Anyways, so while my dogs are barking, hold on, let me stop that.
10 years later.
All right, what was I saying? Second base, we could go for somebody. I don't know who though. Do I like any of these options? Not really. So let's go to third base because Wilmer Flores' potential went down, but he had a really good year. So do I take a risk? What does he want? He wants a lot of money, not for that. Matt Duffy, I feel like is just like a really good signing. We all know that. I'm going to put him on this Orioles team. I think it fits that spot. Travis Shaw, Brock Holt. Brock Holt didn't do well. Matt Carpenter, anybody else? Shea Shackleford, if he had like seat potential, signing him up immediately. But not going to happen. So instead, I don't need a shortstop. I would like an outfielder, but I think I'm going to make a trade for one because Austin Hayes, I just have really bad, just like, he just doesn't do well for me. And I feel like let's just go with somebody else there. So instead, I think I think the outfield's where I'm going to make some trades, and then let's just go and sign some cheap pitchers that could help us out. I'm going to take a 1-year shot on Carlos Martinez. I'll even throw in the rotation position or guarantee. And then Michael Pineda, I'm going to hold off on. I think I'm going to give him to the Diamondbacks, but unless, I guess I could like do a 50-50, like see which one he prefers. I'll do like 1 year 9 mil, and then I'll also offer to the Diamondbacks, and whichever one he goes to is whichever one he goes to. I mean, I really need pitching, but man, it's looking a little dry right now. I mean, I can try pick him up for a season, help us out in the bullpen a little bit, but outside of that, I feel like we might just have to go a little heavy on the offense this season and hope that we get a little lucky. So instead, I think that might be it for now. Let's hop over to the Diamondbacks. And as you can see, bullpen is the area of need with this team. Not so much starters, but the lineup, I definitely would like to add a little bit of offense. You know, David Peralta's continuing to decrease. I want to lock up Ketel Marte for the future. And then Nick Heath is okay and right. Like, he actually wasn't terrible. I think we're good there. Carson Kelly's one of the better catchers you can have. And then we got to sort out a couple other positions. But for right now, I would like to add a little bit to the squad, especially I'd like to get rid of Nick Ahmed. I would like to add a little bit to the outfield. Outfield, a shortstop, and then first base, we do have Pavin Smith. And then also Seth Beer and the guy that we drafted, but maybe like a 1-year deal for somebody. We also do have the DH though. So like we could go after someone like a Freeman to play first base for us. So, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make a big splash for the Diamondbacks. Let's go 6 years. We have the money to play with also. So 6 years is crazy, but I'm gonna do it anyways. And then I said shortstop. I don't really want VR. I would like an outfielder, but again, I'm not really liking any of the options available. I could go Castellanos. Actually, let's just do that. Let's go Castellanos. And then we'll make some trades for them as well. We'll give them the player option. Sign them up 4 years. I know I'm making bigger moves for the Diamondbacks right now, but pitching wise, you know, you're looking at what's available here. It's not great. And then, yeah, it's just not great. So we're going to have to wait and see what we can get. So yeah, I think those might be the moves. Those two moves for the Diamondbacks, and we're gonna have to make a couple trades. And then for the Orioles, we went with a couple smaller moves, but it still leaves us with a lot of money to work with, and we do have a lot of trade pieces. And I feel like I'm gonna have to go kind of heavy with the trades, because what I really need is starting pitching, and there's just none available. And when you look at the offensive lineup, shortstop's fine, center field's good, left field should be fine, first base is good. So a second baseman and a third baseman, along with the outfield trades that we're going to make. I mean, what I say, second base and third base. Third base, Matt Duffy's perfectly fine. Second base, there's nobody here. I mean, not even anybody in shortstop. So, like, I feel like this is an area where we're just going to have to make trades with the Orioles. So, let's just get through the, you know, this portion of free agency. Freddie Freeman went to the Rangers anyway, so I didn't get him there. That's a little unfortunate. But Arozarena gets traded to the Twins. Osuna goes to the Athletics. And that really might be it. That really might be it. I don't really see myself. Maybe, hold on. What does he want? Like 7 years? All right, we'll do that. I think that might be it. If I make any other signings, you'll have to wait till the beginning of next season. Because, like, realistically, I'm looking at this. I'm not really seeing anybody that I like. Yeah. I think this is just let's get some trades done. I'll see you in a bit. No, I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, let's start with the Orioles. As you can see, our starters, we still need a starter. That was kind of the big area that I needed to strengthen up. So I got to find a way to get in a starter. And then lineup wise, I want a new, let's see here. What do I want? A second baseman maybe? You know, maybe a DH as well. Because, like, we've got Jankowski, and for a year, it's not bad. But maybe like I just feel like we're missing something. Like, we've got an okay team, but it's not good enough. Not okay. So let's at least get a starter to start, and then we'll go from there. So who could I get? I'm trying to go for someone big, like someone that's gonna be around. Let's get Jack Flaherty. Let's get Jack Flaherty. I'll give him Santander, and also a player that I was okay with getting rid of was Austin Hayes, and then they can have him. All right, there we go. There's Jack Flaherty into the team. That was actually a pretty simple fix. There we go. That's, I mean, look at that already. That just improves the team so much more. The bullpen is still a big question mark. Like, I have no idea what to expect with this bullpen, and I don't like that at all, like one bit. But we're gonna see how it goes, because sometimes these are really glitchy pitchers. So the infield is still kind of like, this bench is kind of rough. I feel like we're missing something. Maybe like a little bit of power. Yeah, let's get a little bit of power into the team. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Maybe like, who's our third baseman again? Odor, ew. And Duffy, yeah, let's add a little bit of something into this lineup. Maybe like an Edwin Rios. Can I get Edwin Rios? I'll give you Kelvin Gutierrez. I'm not gonna use him. And if the fact that it gets it that close is wild. And then I'll throw in, let's go with, no, I need to kind of keep my pitcher. So I'll give you Reed at Trimble. And then that gives us Edwin Rios. Honestly, we'll throw him in the DH spot. Maybe bump him up a couple spots. Maybe move Matt Duffy up a little bit. Like right here. Flip those, kind of go like that. I mean, look at that. That automatically looks like, that already looks just way better. What are we at? 26 players? Perfect. All right, now here. This is where things get a little tricky too, because starting rotation looks okay, but it's definitely lacking something. You know, the bullpen, we've made a couple more signings, a couple Rule 5 picks as well. But again, it's just like pitching's really lacking here. And then offensively, we did go a little crazy. We got Castellanos. We missed out on Freddie Freeman, but I brought in Yermin. We brought in Ortega. I've extended the contract to Ketel Marte, so he's not going to be leaving. But like, again, we're missing a lot. We're missing a lot. So I'm going to go a little crazy. I'm going to go and just kind of clear out whatever players I don't want or prospects that I'm not going to use and just see what we can get. I've got two really good outfielders here. Let's go with Corbin Carroll as a possibility for somebody. And then I'm also going to throw in, let's throw in him. Let's see if we can get a starter. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How was Corbin Carroll last year? Not great. He might be good though. So I'm going to hold on to him. Merrill Kelly, probably only going to hold him for another year. So let's just go out and get somebody right now. Someone that can help us out at the top of the rotation, or at least as close to the top as I can get. I can get Pablo Lopez, so that's good to know. I can't get Soroka. I can't get Fried. I can get Ian Anderson. Okay. Who else could I get? Maybe Syndergaard. I can get Syndergaard. He becomes a free agent this year, but I'll lock him up. So let's get in Syndergaard. And then the bullpen, I said it was still kind of an unknown entity, but we'll leave it for now. And let's see what we could do here. Oh, I said I wanted a shortstop. So let's just package our two shortstops and let's just try to get somebody that's going to help us out. I would like Correa, and I can get Correa. Oh, okay. Yo, Correa in this team is like next level, but we could switch it up and get someone that we normally don't get. Let's see, like a Bogarts. It's just that's a big contract. As I say that, I was gonna bring in, you know, what's his face, Correa. But let's see what other shortstops are available. Willie Adames maybe. It's a little bit different. How close does Perdomo get me? I can get closer to. I can get Correa for Ahmed and Perdomo, but I can't get Willie Adames. How bad was Correa last year? Let me see the contract he got. He had a good year. But I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to go for Willie Adames. We're going to go Willie Adames. And then I'll throw in, what, Christian Robinson? Am I going to have to throw in another A prospect? I don't really want to. So maybe we go like Perdomo, Toby Welk, who I got from the Rule 5 draft because the CPU picked them for me. And then someone like a Sean Poppin or a Bryce Jarvis or a Duplantier. Okay, I can't get Willie Adames apparently. They want Nick Heath. I kind of wanted to keep Nick Heath. I'm not going to lie. So can I keep Nick Heath? Can I give you David Peralta? The freight train? Nobody. Like, nobody here. I don't want to give him Rojas. I'm actually going to use Rojas. I can't get him. Like, they want Varsho. I don't really want to give up Varsho right now. Honestly, I don't think it's possible. Yeah. Oh, wait. Tyler Gilbert? They want Tyler Gilbert? All right. Willie Adames is in the team. There we go. I was going to say, there's got to be a way to get him into the team. So let's move him up a little bit. Maybe like right here. We still need more. We still need so much more. Man, what do we do here? We're just kind of lacking, man. Like that is a DH just isn't good enough. I need a little bit more power in the lineup. So let's go and get someone that has a little bit of power. It doesn't even have to be someone like really, really good. It just has to be someone that's gonna help us out a little bit. Just kind of someone that just hits home runs. That's literally it. Like, that's all I'm looking for. Just maybe, maybe third base. What's the contract here? It's still too long. Just someone that is gonna hit some home runs. That's literally all I'm looking for. I don't care if they hit like 200, as long as they're hitting like 40 home runs. It sounds crazy, I know, but that's what I need in the team. I just need a little bit of power. Devers for some reason is like super easy to trade for, so let's see if we can do it. Alec Thomas, I said I wanted to keep him, but if we have to part ways with him to get someone really good into the team like a Devers, I'm in. There it is. All right, Devers hops in. He's gonna play third for us. I did say I wanted to use Rojas still, so we're gonna pop him in there. He's got C potential though, so this is probably gonna be his like last good season, but that actually kind of helps us out a little bit more. So I'm actually okay with that move right there. And I'm okay with this lineup right here. Pavin Smith at first. We'll see how he does. I'm hoping he has a good year. We do have Seth Beer that we can turn to. But then we can go something like this. And leave it like that. I think for a season 1, that's not too bad. I do still have an extra outfielder, I think. Actually, let's go with... Who are we going to send down? Maybe... What's Ahmed's contract? 9 mil for a couple more years. Let's get rid of Ahmed. Let's get rid of Ahmed. That's too much money. Too much money. Let's go Ahmed and Luplo. Even though he was okay last year, I'm just not going to keep him. So let's just try and get something else now. What do we get? Who's my left fielder? Who's my left fielder? Who's in left for us? Ortega? Ketel Marte? Castellanos? Who do we need? Technically, we need to upgrade on second base. Second base. Okay, let's get a second baseman in. Because we have Lester, but he isn't going to be ready anytime soon. So let's get rid of Ahmed and Luplo. Let's try to pick up a second baseman. And we are going to go for... Alright, Jazz. Jazz is in the team. Jazz is back on the team that drafted him. Yep, he's back. He's back. He's back. Okay, there we go. Yeah, now I feel like I didn't do enough for the Orioles. But I'm looking at this team going, it's kind of good. Like, these are the glitchy players that do well. So, I guess we could take an upgrade at second base. But at the same time, I'm kind of thinking maybe the discipline for Jorge Mateo. So, let's go get a new second baseman. I'm going to trade Jahmai Jones. We'll keep Mateo on the bench. And then let's just get rid of Rougned Odor. And let's try to get someone for second base here. What about... Let's get Kike. Let's get Kike in. All right, there we go. Okay. I do need to sign a couple more players. I'm gonna bring in VR for a year. That's it. I'm not gonna give him anything else. I'll bump it up to 8. He wants more. What about 9? What about 9.5? 10? All right, 9.8 got the deal done, and that should be it. All right, this is the team right here. Boom. That's the Orioles. That was a lot longer than anticipated for moves and trades and all that good stuff, but there's that as well. I feel like that's good, and we move it to the other side. We've got this, and then the lineup looks a little bit better now. But there it is. I'm going to leave it like that. Let's get into the regular season and see how it plays. All right, at the deadline, Orioles are 9 games out in the wild card. So that kind of tells you how things are going. So Mountcastle, just not putting it together, which sucks because I actually really wanted to keep him in the team. Kike is not doing too great either. And neither is Adley Rutschman. What about the pitching? Like, what's going on with that? It's going, you know, some good, some bad. Honestly, I feel like we should be doing better. I feel like we definitely should be doing better. So, man, what is up with Mountcastle? Maybe drop him a little bit in the righty lineup, and then maybe we just like kind of let the year finish out, see how things are going. Because like, yeah, these 2 spots aren't great, but like I'm looking at the rest of the numbers, and I feel like we should be doing better. I mean, 9 games out isn't terrible. I guess we could take a look and just kind of see what... Hold on. Really? Pete Alonso is available. Okay, hold up. I know I said I wanted to keep Mountcastle, but like 2 seasons, 30 home runs is great. And I did say I kind of wanted someone that hit 30 home runs. Was that this team or the Diamondbacks? I think that was the Diamondbacks. But hold on, we might... Like, Kike is not doing well, right? He becomes a free agent this year. So what I'm thinking is, I mean, I probably shouldn't even have him in this lineup to begin with. So I could probably go something like this. Maybe move Edwin to third. Take Kike out. Maybe bring in DJ Stewart to hit lefties. I mean, righties. But what I was going to do was, because, like, Trey Mancini's still doing really, really well. But, like, we could bring in Pete Alonso to play DH. And we could just really take this team to the next level. So let's see. Do they want Kike? Oh, boy. Yeah, this is a no-brainer. This is a no-brainer indeed. Boom, Pete Alonso's in the team. Okay, sure. That's perfectly fine with me. And then now I'm going to go out and get myself another pitcher. And you can have Martinez and Zach Watson and Seth Mejia-Spreen. We'll bring in Cal Quantrill. And now we're starting to look like a team that's going to be causing some damage here. Like, you know, Pete Alonso slots in a DH spot. He jumps up in the lineup a little bit. I don't know where yet. Maybe something like this. We drop him here. We go Mancini there. Something like this. I mean, you're telling me that team's not going to be in your nightmares? I'm telling you it is. 100%. 100%. And then you look at the pitching now. I'm still in on this. I feel like this is a good team. I don't want to mess with it too much. Diamondbacks. 10 games out in the West. They have the wild card spot. So let's go see what's going on here. Pitching. Definitely need a starter. We definitely need to go. Oh, and bullpen. Starter and bullpen. What about the lineup? What are we looking like for the lineup? Okay, a couple, you don't like to see that. Oh, okay. Offense, we're not going to touch. Pitching, 100%. We're going out for some pitching. What can we get? Domingo Germán's available. Reynaldo Lopez. Yu Darvish. Let's just get somebody. Let's just find somebody. So, someone that wasn't doing well, Eric Fetty. We can definitely go out and find somebody that will fit, like, just come in and help us out. So, we just got to find somebody kind of similar in rating. Let's get Plesac. Okay, a little too much. Okay, let's not get greedy. Here. Let's see. Maybe someone like a Smeltzer. No, it's a little bit out of our range. Urquidy, Valdez. What about Valdez? I can't get Valdez. He's a little bit out of my price range. What if I do Bryce Jarvis and Vukovic? All right, we got Valdez now. That was way too easy. And then he'll slide in there. I still need another starter though. And I need bullpen, like a lot of bullpen help. Let's see. Why are things going so poorly for our bullpen? All right, let's get rid of him. Let's go in for Bruzdar. I might as well take down a rival here, right? Let's give him Jake McCarthy. Or they want a shortstop? Do I have one? I don't. What about a third baseman? How's Drew Ellis doing in AAA? Not great. That's not gonna help us either. But it might get us to the deal. One of these guys. All right, they have John Duplantier in real life anyways. They took him in the Rule 5 draft. So there we go. Bruzdar can just slot in the somewhere in here. And then we'll sort out the rest of the pitchers later. But realistically, I actually know. I'm gonna do it now. Let's do that. And what's his whip looking like? 1.6. Gross. We're sorting out our future right now. This is what we need to do. I'm gonna go for not Josh Hader because wow, a 5 ERA? Are we serious? What's going on there? There's got to be someone that's just gonna shut the door. That's a big contract. I don't know if I want that. I'll take a chance though. Or do I want somebody else? I want someone that I don't normally get. Who's really good that I don't normally get? You know what? Liam Hendricks. Way too good. Okay, I lied. Liam Hendricks, way out of my price range. There's got to be someone. Like, we've got this guy who could help us out next year. But there's got to be someone that's really good. I guess we got to go Rizal. Rizal is the guy we're going for. I was throwing in Fetty. I was throwing in Rodriguez. And they want a catcher. What about De La Cruz? What about Yerzy? All right, there we go. There it is. We're starting to put this team together, and it's looking nice. All right, so Rizal will flip there. We'll go like that. Okay, I mean, right there. I think that's plenty to get us to the postseason now. I feel like that's good. And then the lineup. Nope. The lineup for the Orioles. Didn't mean to do that. We'll throw Pete in. No, wait, hold on. Let's just throw in him there. Pete Alonso comes in here. We flip these two. We go something like this. Like this. Like that. There it is. I mean, there. Yeah. That is perfect. Like, that was probably too easy. But I'm going to do it. There. That's the teams. There. I'm not going to touch them anymore. We might make the postseason. We might not. But that's a good start. All right, so the Orioles finished 79 and 83, but the Diamondbacks made the postseason as a wild card team with 94 and 68. So good and bad. I feel like we definitely did improve the Diamondbacks a little bit more. So that's something that we do need to kind of take into consideration. But I feel like we still have some pretty good building blocks to build with for the Orioles. So awards, or I guess I'll show you the standings. So you can see we finished last again. We do have a tough division, and I'm kind of worried about how we were. 7 games out in the wild card's not bad. It's not bad at all. And we're currently ranked 19th. I mean, I like the ERA. I like the average. I just feel like we're going to have a tough road to the postseason because of our division. So, yeah, I think that's it. East, Central, West, we finished as a wild card team like it says. We tied the Padres. Again, we also do have another tough division for that. So let's just take a look at the awards. Bogarts won MVP along with Dansby Swanson. I feel like that's the first time I've ever seen him win an MVP. And somehow, I mean, he had a really good year. 137 RBIs, almost 40 home runs almost. Man, he had a really good year. I've never seen that with Dansby Swanson. Holy cow. I mean, Yelich and Muncy had good seasons as well. Woodruff, Garrett Cole was really good. Mike Trout, JD Davis. Reliever of the year went to Iglesias and Presley. Paul Fry was right behind him. Rookie of the year went to Nick Pratto and Nick Matton. So there it is. All right, looking at the team, we've got Flaherty. We'll lock him up. John Means, Michael Pineda. We'll find someone new. But Quantrill, Davies. I probably won't bring back Davies, so we'll be in the market for 2 pitchers. We do have Grayson Rodriguez, but I'm not too sure about him. And looking at our other available arms, maybe Nieves. Nah, he's not ready. Hunter Harvey wasn't great. Andres was pretty good, and they sent him down, but he's probably not going to improve too much more. We just got to find some pitching. That's really what it comes down to. Mitch White was good. Who else? Dylan Tate was good, and Paul Fry was good. So Fry, Tate, and Mitch White. We've got a couple bullpen arms we can rely on. So now looking at the lineup, it looks like they sent down Edwin Rios. 32 home runs. That's all I'm asking from him. So I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly fine with him hitting 32 home runs, but he had the numbers that he did. So let's look at our bench here. What do we need to work with? DJ Stewart was good off the bench. McKenna was good off the bench too, at small amount, but he was good. And then Tyler Nevin didn't really get the chance to play. So Matt Duffy, on base machine. That's really what I was looking for. Probably not going to bring him back, but he gave us a season. Mullins was really good. Mancini was solid. We've got Pete Alonso doing good things. I can't believe we were able to get him. Mountcastle, kind of, I'm going to stick with him. You know, Travis Jankowski's really good. He's going down, though, so, again, probably not going to bring him back. But, like I said, we've got some places we can build this team around. All right, so, man, Zach Allen was bad. Yikes. Yeah, that's a little worrisome how bad he was. Weaver was good. Hoyt was good. And then looking at the rest of the bullpen, I feel like we've got some arms. Amir Garrett was pretty bad. Melanson is just getting older, so he's gonna fall off too. But I guess we'll rock with these 2 guys in the bullpen for the postseason. And then they sent down Pavin Smith. He did develop. Though, so I mean that's a good thing to see. And then we've got Seth Beer, who didn't get any time, but he could probably be our first baseman going forward. How did Gelman do? He's going up too. He's someone I'm going to keep my eye on depending on how he develops. So we'll just kind of rock like that, I guess. And then looking at our bench, Nick Heath off the bench is good, but everybody else is kind of not really great. We've got Ortega, who was what I was looking for. Just get on base, be the leadoff guy. Marte is solid. Castellanos was great. Same with Devers. Willie Adames' potential went down. That's a little worrying. I mean, for the most part, I'm okay with the team. I'm perfectly fine with the team. So let's just see how the postseason goes. We lose 3-2. That's okay. Baby steps. Let's see how this final season goes. I think, actually, final season. I said we were going to do 3 years. But honestly, if we can get both teams in the postseason pushing for a World Series this next year, I'm in. All right, give him what he wants. Give him like a 7-year deal. Bump it up a little bit. Backload it. And we're not going to have a lot of money to work with, but at least we'll have some money to play with. Is he going to hold his rating? Probably not. Pineda, VR. I do want Mancini back, though. What about, like, 3 years? Does he want, like... Okay, so he wants a longer deal. All right, I'll give him 4. It's fine. I'll give him 4 and a player option. We'll backload it, though. We'll backload it. All right, so we're gonna have more money to play with for the Orioles, so that's a good thing to know. Let's see how much money we actually do have to play with, though. Alrighty, back with the Orioles. So pitching, all right, we need some starters. We need a little bit of bullpen help. Actually, I'm like pretty happy with the way the bullpen pitched, but there were a couple arms that were like, we probably could do better, right? Hunter Harvey, probably gonna trade him. You know, looking at a couple other players, like we've got okay youngsters, but like none of them are really ready right now. I think for this team, we need a little bit of starter, like a couple starters, a little bit of starter, a couple starters, and then we need to fill out the rest of the team here. Oh, man, it's gonna be tough. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. We've got Newstrom, who actually looks decent. We could add him, make sure we don't lose him. He wasn't on the 40-man for some reason. But now looking at it, let's see here. Let's see. Oh yeah, Edwin Rios. Why is he not on the up in the majors? We'll get him in AAA. We'll add him to the 40-man as well. Let's see here. Honestly, looking at it now. Okay, so hold on. So we've got Rios at third. So we need what, second base and right field. Okay, that's an easy find, plus some starters. Yeah, let's do. Oh, that's easy, and we have a lot of money. So starters. Let's see here. What do we have available? Also, like, who's developing still? Severino. What about anybody down here? Trevor Williams. He was actually decent. He probably wouldn't want too much money. No, wants about 10 mil. Okay, let's go about like 11 mil. Let's go 11 mil for 2 years. Anybody else still developing down here? No. So I think this is where we spend a little bit of money on a really good starter. Wow, let's see, what happened here? All right, 7 years, so he wants 23 or 15. Let's go with the younger player. He wants less money too, so let's bump it up. Let's give him that. I mean, so those are two starters. Bullpen definitely can get somebody here. Do we need a starter or a closer? We do. Do we go Ed Luz? All right, there it is. We're gonna go with him. So there's that, and then we have a little bit more money to play with. Let's see what we got. I said a right fielder, right? Or a right fielder. Let's see. Joey Gallo? Are we gonna go rock with a Joey Gallo or a Mitch? How much does Mitch want? Not a lot. I'll give him a year, 10 mil. That is not too bad at all. And then a second baseman was another area we needed to strengthen the team in. Let's go with... Man, is there a shortstop available we could get? No, there isn't. What about third base? No. Oh, no. I mean, I don't really want to move Muncy over. So, I kind of... Why is Trey Turner going down? That makes me just not want to pick him up now. Like, if he's going down, I mean, I feel like we could just get a trade then. We'll bring Jace Peterson in for a season. Maybe. I don't. Now I'm throwing out. Oh, I'm going for this guy. Just give him the money. Now I'm all confused. I wanted Trey Turner, but like he's not doing well. So now I'm kind of out on Trey Turner. That would have been like the perfect offseason. But I think I'm gonna leave it there for now. I mean, we've got a lot of outfielders. We could end up trading one of them, and we'll be okay. You know what I mean? So we'll be fine there. Let's take a look at the Diamondbacks now. We don't have as much money to play with. We've only got about 20 mil. But realistically, we don't have too much to do. We definitely need to strengthen the bullpen. And then the lineup. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with the lineup. We could try for a first baseman, but we do have Seth Beer. So again, I think just let's strengthen the pitching a little bit, and let's just go for someone like maybe like a Ken Giles. Yeah, let's go for Ken Giles. Oh, man, can I do like 3 years? And I gotta pay him more money, but whatever. We'll just give him the money he wants. And is there somebody else I can get? Maybe like a Michael Fulmer. We'll do 2 years, give him a bullpen spot, make it 4 mil. There's gotta be somebody else too. I don't really need a closer. I think that's it. I mean, I would like to go for a starter, but I think we'll be okay. I think we can make a trade. And then the position players, they look great, but again, I don't really have a lot of money to play with, and so I'd rather not go crazy, and we'll just leave it there. So let's see what happens this offseason. Nola went to the Astros, Mitch went to the Orioles. What else? What else we got? We got Sevy with the Orioles. We got Giles. I think we got all the players that we wanted. Yeah, I think that's everything that needs to be done. Trey Turner went to the Rays. And now let's just go see what other players may have popped up into free agency here. Let's get this going. We'll fix that. I obviously I would like a starter. I think I'm just gonna make a trade for one. But unless someone like good popped up. Joe Ross had a really good year the year before, but then he didn't really improve much. He is better than what we have though. So I mean, like, that is a possibility that we could still pick him up. But do I need a backup catcher? I don't. First base, I think we're good. I think we're good. I don't really need any bench bats or anything. I think we're pretty set with this team. This team's been pretty good offensively. It was the pitching that kind of let us down last year. And then now, let's see here. We've got Mitch in right. This is still what, second base? I wanted Turner, but I'm a little worried that he's gonna fall off. So Sevy there. Bullpen's still an issue. Oh yeah, hold on. Trevor Williams. Oh no, wait, no. Edwin Diaz goes here. We let Paul. Now I feel bad because Paul Fry was really good last year. I still need bullpen though. That's the big thing. Bullpen. There's just not much in the term, like, not much in the way of like, or yeah, there's just not many good pitchers. They're just a little bit too old. That's really what it comes down to. They're just a little bit too old. I don't think anybody at second base became available that'd be worth picking up either. I mean, we could try to sneak in someone if there is anybody. I mean, Tim Anderson's still available. How much does he want? 26 mil? He hasn't really been. All right, I'll take a shot. Do we have 26 mil? Not really. We spent it all on pitching. So I think we're going to have to trade for somebody. All right, second base is just going to have to be a trade unless there's someone in the Rule 5 draft. So let's see what we can get. Let's see. Anybody at second base that I can pick up, or shortstop, or third base? No, there is not. Okay. Maybe a bullpen arm, since we still are in the market for that. Doesn't really look like it. I mean, maybe him. All right, we'll take him. And then for the Diamondbacks, what did we need? More bullpen? No, bullpen was good. I mean, a starter, but I don't really see anybody. And then looking at the other options that are available, yeah, I think we're set. I think we're set. Let's skip the selection, and then I might take another pitcher just because. I think I'm out on him. Joe Harvey looks okay. What about like one of these guys? 30 years old, see potential. No, I think I'm out. Okay, let's leave it there. I think we're good for the offseason. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, start with the Orioles. We're going to go with Garrett Crochet for Stowers, or yeah, those two. Gunnar Henderson and Hudson Haskin. It's one of those two for the last name. I don't know. Honestly, I just wanted another lefty in the bullpen, so now we got him. Starting rotation looks unbelievable. So I think we're good there. I think our bullpen was Tyler Wells was a little bit of a question mark for me, but overall, I think we're good there. I don't really know if we could really turn to anybody else. Yeah, we can't. So I think we're just gonna have to rock with him, and hopefully he does better than what he did last year. And then the lineup, I have Terran Vavra here. Is he good enough? Oh man, that's really my only question mark with this lineup. Is Terran Vavra gonna be good enough? That's it. Otherwise, I mean, I guess we could trade one of our outfielders. Let's see. Or we just leave it. Yeah, I think we leave it. I think we've got a squad here. Let's just leave it there. I think the rotation looks really good with the bullpen. It's just we might have a bad bullpen. We look at the other side. We should probably get a better pitcher, huh? I think that's what's gonna hold back this lineup, and then maybe an outfielder. I think an outfielder is something that we need because we do have Ortega, and we do have. Man, I don't know. We just don't have a lot of money to work with either. 4 mil. So that's kind of like, I guess I could trade Mad Bum, even though he was like our best pitcher last year, and just like kind of prep the fact that he's gonna fall off. Which, yeah, that's definitely something that we could do, and that is you know, an okay idea. I just don't know like who we could get. Preferably someone with like A potential that'll at least hold their rating. But then at the same time, I gotta find someone that like I can afford, and that's also gonna be tough. Or like Alcantara should be. See, that's the thing. I don't know who to get. I can get close to Max Fried, but like he's not pitching well for some reason. I mean, we could take a chance and say like, okay, well, let's do this. We're gonna do it. Like I just pulled the trigger like that. We keep Zach Gallen. Hope that he just turns things around. We trade Corbin Martin for really anybody. Who though? Who? Let's go like maybe Plesac. Nope, Plesac wasn't good. Turnbull. Someone's got to be out there. That's I can get. That's gonna be good. What about Cole Irving? No. Caprillion? No. there's got to be. Chris Flexen? We're close. We're close. You gonna? What about Levi Kelly? All right, I got rid of a lot of pitchers there that I really didn't want to, but I feel like that definitely makes us better. Let's go like that, or maybe like that. I don't know, something like that. I feel like that's okay. The lineup, I still would like an outfielder, but at the same time, I'm not. I just don't know if Ortega's gonna hold his rating. That's what I'm worried about. I don't think he's going to. And like, you know what? Yeah, let's trade. I just don't think Ortega's gonna hold his rating. So let's trade and get somebody else. What do we need? Left field. Left fielders are pretty easy to trade for. So I feel like we could definitely get somebody that'll help us out. Let's see. What do we got? Maybe Dom Smith. He wasn't good last year. Why was he not good last year? Man, who do we go for? Why are like all players not doing well? What's going on here? Can I get Jordan? I'm really close to Jordan. Holy cow. Okay, he can go in. And then sorry, Pavin Smith, but all right, Jordan's in the team. Jordan's in. That shouldn't have happened, but it did. It definitely did. Yeah. Wow. Now I feel like I need to make something like that happen with the Orioles. But like at the same time, we kind of did in the offseason with Severino, Trevor Williams. And then we got Pete Alonso last year. I honestly, I feel like these teams are pretty well matched up. What do we have? The second ranked team and the first ranked team. Honestly, I think we're good. I think we're good. I think these two teams are set. We'll just sign somebody to help us out. Let's go with. We'll go Taylor Walls. Yeah, he can join us for a season. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that. That's the squad. Let's see what happens. All right, postseason time. I've already adjusted the rosters to get them back to where they were meant to be. Looking at the standings, you can see the Diamondbacks are just unbelievable. And like the team is good. I mean, we clearly made a really good squad, but we did have a couple players kind of like, I don't want to say struggle, but like you'll see. So the Diamondbacks were good. 105 wins, unbelievable, right? The other side, the Orioles, only 84 wins. I felt like some players really underperformed, especially with what we had. League leaders, Rizal with saves, and then Castellanos had a really good offensive season. I'll flip it over to the other side. We had Jack Flaherty with wins and Pete Alonso with home runs. So there's that. Awards, we have a Gold Glove. And then if we flip it over here, we have a Delivery Man of the Year, a Gold Glove, and a Silver Slugger. So Austin Riley won MVP. And Fran Mill on the other side. Austin Riley just beating out Castellanos. Cy Young went to Jacob deGrom, beating out Noah Syndergaard and Ian Anderson. And then Robbie Ray beat out Jack Flaherty, Shane Bieber. When we take a look at the batting title, went to Ty France and Castellanos. Reliever of the year went to Rizal along with Matt Barnes. Rookie of the year went to Clay Dungan and Elliot Ramos. We did have Taron Vavra in there in the mix, but sadly did not win. So let's talk about the team that I felt like was a little disappointing. Flaherty. 4 ERA, not ideal, especially after the season he put up last year. I was kind of hoping for similar numbers. You know, John Means was great. I might make him my number one as we take a look at his stats once more. You know, you look at Cal Quantrill, fantastic, solid 3. I'm pretty happy with that. Luis Severino, huge disappointment. And then same thing with Trevor Williams. So overall, like half our rotation let us down. You know, we look over here. We've got, who was arm that we had up? Dylan Tate was a big disappointment this year. Who was our long reliever this year? Where is he? Oh, Mitch White. Yeah, he wasn't great. So we're going to move Tom Eshelman here. We're going to see how he does in this role. You know, Taylor Wells was great. He was my biggest concern out of the whole pitching staff, and he was solid. Same thing with Crochet. You know, Mitch White wasn't great. Altavilla, we got on him. He was solid. Paul Fry, again, really strong. And then Edwin Diaz was great. Love to see it. Love to see it. So bullpen for the most part was pretty good. We did have a couple arms struggle. Honestly, I might pull up Dylan Tate over Mitch White. I might do it. I'm still thinking about it, but I might do it. And then offensively, it was okay. DJ Stewart didn't get a single at bat this year apparently, which is surprising considering what we have on the bench. Yeah, we could have used this guy at second base. We did sign him. Definitely could have used him at second base. Unfortunately, he's not playoff eligible right now because I didn't add him to the 40-man. But I think that was it in terms of players we had. We definitely could have turned to this guy, but I feel like who we had, probably similar production. You know, you're looking at what we have here. I'm happy with the team. I feel like we could have done a little bit better. I really do. Mountcastle's really disappointment. Mitch, almost 40 home runs, so even though the numbers are a little bit lower, I'm okay with those. But I feel like I'm pretty disappointed in some of these players. Like, it just wasn't as good as I would have hoped. And then you look at this side, and I mean, like, Noah Syndergaard was great, right? Really good season. Same thing with Max Fried. You know, Chris Flexen was solid. But you got Zach Gallen, and then you've got Framber. So again, kind of like the rotation, you know, really similar to the Orioles. Maybe one arm was a little bit better. I think the bullpen, again, it's good. It was good. Two arms that kind of struggled. So kind of similar to what the Orioles did. And then who got sent down here that I left down? Oh no, I called them back up. It was Seth Beer got called down, but we're just gonna keep him in the starting spot. And then you look at our bench, it was okay, right? Nothing too special. I think Nick Heath off the bench is just a crazy bench bat. And then you look at our offensive numbers, I think this is kind of what set us apart. And I feel like players here really performed compared to what the Orioles didn't do. And I mean, if you look at the Orioles team, I feel like this team is a little bit better. But like Ramon Urias is still solid. You know, he doesn't have the power numbers, but he's getting on base. He's got a good average. Cedric Mullins is good, right? We compare that to our two, center field, Ketel Marte, Cedric Mullins. I feel like pretty similar in terms of what they're putting up, right? Let's see here. Yeah, really similar numbers. At shortstop, we probably have a little bit more power with Willy Adames. I think it was like a difference of 20 home runs, which is a big number, right? Trey Mancini instead of Seth Beer. I feel like Trey Mancini wins that. Edwin Rios, I think the run production is really similar between Edwin Rios and Devers. Maybe just the on-base percentage and average is a little bit lower. Pete Alonso at DH compared to Josh Rojas. I mean, the average and on-base percentage favors Rojas, but I feel like the power numbers and run production is probably going to favor Pete Alonso. Devers, definitely couple more RBIs, better on base percentage and average, but the OPS was 60 points difference, which is again pretty big, but it's not like it's crazy. I think the big difference here is Jordan. Catcher, we clearly win that spot too. I feel like second base, first base, kind of a toss up. I think Mancini does win first base though, but I think left field is probably the big issue here, and then maybe just a little bit better with the pitching staff. I think Jordan being in the team really takes us up the next level. But realistically, I don't think the teams are too much different. I think the fact that we're both in tough divisions too, right? Like this, it is a tough division. And then you take a look at the Diamondbacks. This is a tough division too. So like, I don't know. I feel like we should have had a better run with the Orioles. But I mean, we're in the postseason. We're in the wild card. So let's see how it goes. All right, we get one game here. We gotta win it. And we do 9-3. Okay, so now we got to mess up the rotation a little bit. Maybe we go like that, and then Sevy goes there. So we got to keep track. Oh, Arizona's already won their game. Their first game. They won 7-1. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that one. What is it right now? 2-0 for the Diamondbacks, as we're up 2-0 as well. Boom. What's the score now? 2-1. The Diamondbacks have won and they advance. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that one as we're up 2-1. Now it's 2-2. I can't let Trevor Williams pitch. Alrighty, Jack Flaherty, please win the game. Thank you. Holy cow. Alright, I need to change up the rotation. We just have Flaherty, so let's just move everybody like that. Atlanta beat 14-0. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Jeez. Okay, so since I feel like let's just see how it plays out. I'm kind of happy that we've made it this far, right? The championship series on both sides. We're a game up on the Diamondback series, and they advance. What about the Orioles? They're up. Oh wow, they're up 3-1 too, and they advance. I wasn't okay. Let's advance to the first game of the World Series then. And let's see. We have Quantrill. No, let's get Flaherty here, and then Means, and then like that. And then I feel like that means that the Diamondbacks are set, right? Syndergaard, Fried, we'll go Gallen, Valdez, Flexen. We'll go like that. And this is the World Series. Whatever happens, happens. I was going to say, because we made the championship series with both teams, that I'm happy we leave it. Like that series or video's done no matter what. But the fact that we actually made it to the World Series, I'm happy with that. So whatever happens, happens. Boom. It's 13-3. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to flip it to the other side, see if that has anything to do with it. They win. Oh, now I feel like it maybe it does. Now we'll flip it to the Diamondback side. They win. What is going on here? Are they going to win? No, they lose. And boom, the Diamondbacks end up winning. Okay. All right. I mean, Cedric Mullins, your playoff MVP. Castellanos is the World Series MVP, and Willie Adames was the playoff MVP for that team. So, I wonder what it was. I mean, I basically 13-3, 2-1, 0 runs for the. It looks like the offense. I mean, they did allow a lot of runs pitching wise too. So pitching wasn't great overall. We did it. We did it though. We somehow made it to the we made it to the postseason, and then we made it to the World Series with both teams. And whew, that was a tough one. I was worried about the Orioles. I figured that the Diamondbacks were pretty good enough, but the Orioles were the team I was like, I don't know if they're gonna make it. I don't know. So there it is. Two teams, the two worst teams in baseball. We rebuilt them in 2 seasons, and we got them to the World Series. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoyed the content. And of course, get in the comment section. Let me know what you guys want to see next. That's about it. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.